A few months ago, I received a comment on my review of the film MemotheFilmNerd, which for those of you who don't know is where the song Mary's Theme originated, which you may have seen on your recommended a couple years back. Now the music was done by a man named Stelvio Cipriani, who has composed music for several movies. This connects back to the comment which marks the first request I have received on this channel. At the time, I somewhat had interest in returning to YouTube after not being enthused for my videos, so Dappity, I'm not too sure if that's the correct pronunciation, but regardless, I want to thank you so much for this. But upon further inspection, I've come to the conclusion that I'm not going to do it. Alright, so I know that makes me sound like a prick, but I'm being sincere when I thank you for your support. However, despite being my first request on this channel, I have a feeling that if I went through with the request, my channel will be taken down immediately. I needed that. Now let's back up a few paces. I'm going to read parts of the original comment for some clarification. Sir, this was an amazing breakdown of a very cult movie. Love the futuristic aesthetics of the 60s, the style, the way you can like this movie ironically. Here's an additional comment. I unironically liked MemotheFilmNerd despite its weirdness. Anyways, there's this other erotic Cipriani movie called Libidine, and it's wacky, but I'd still watch the review if you did it here online because I can understand the Euro trashy aspect of that film without having to watch it myself, hehe. Alright, so this is the film I'll be discussing somewhat.
Libidine.
It's Latin for lust, so I'm just gonna call it that. Lust is a 1979 film which covers topics in a very unique fashion. Now when I received this comment, I looked up the movie and got sent to a bunch of sites. And this wasn't normal stuff. This is the kind of stuff you'd see from a creepypasta. You know that one creepypasta, Normal Corn for Normal People? Yeah, that one. That's the type of shit you'd see. Now, I know some of you may be looking at me like, bruh, is you fucking stupid? The user said the movie was erotic. What the fuck were you expecting, you single-cell brain-having bitch? True, but when I read erotic, I was thinking, oh, this is a movie that covers sexual themes similar to MemotheFilmNerd, which expands towards the battle of the sexes. My mindset wasn't prepared to see a bunch of corn. Furthermore, this is no ordinary corn. This corn involves a snake going places. Now, Dappity, I'm not mad at you. And for those watching, please don't actually send hate, that would be stupid. Because I know you haven't seen the movie, but you claim that you discovered this from the music. Which, I should add, judging by the most popular track from the movie, this has gone under the radar for over 200,000 people. Then again, this is on a channel that many people watch only so that they can sample because they think they're Kanye or MF Doom or some shit. I don't know why I'm hating, I do the exact same thing. Hello guys, today we're gonna be checking out this new beat that I made. We're gonna see if it sounds good. Let's see if we're gonna make it out of the hood. We ain't making it. So what I'm assuming happened is that you discovered this movie, was extremely weirded out by it, then you saw my review of a movie that was also popularized by Cipriani's score and thought, hey, I'm gonna let this loser watch this for me, essentially using me as a proxy, which I fucks with, I gets you, I got my own proxy. Speaking of which, that leads to my next point. Now after discovering this, I decided to safely research this film on my trusty site, IMDb. I'm gonna read this plot summary to showcase how fucked this movie is. Professor Gianni, a scientist sequestered in his villa, wants to transplant the metabolism of the snakes into the human body. His neglected wife Carla, meanwhile, takes every opportunity to him with the butler when he is in the laboratory. Meanwhile, his adolescent daughter, Anna, returns from convent school. Her crazy stepmother hits on her, but the girl instead becomes quite enamored with her father's genetically modified snake after it protects her twice from being raped. What the fuck is that? This was already fucked with the questionable content that would not be far removed from a Serbian film, but the fact that it's towards an ass it's just fucking weird, man. And sure, I checked the fucking actors just to make sure that they were of age, and yes, they were, but the majority of them had a history of working on more adult pictures. But still, I was still hesitant to watch this because it's just fucked. Now, over time, I decided, you know what, the movie's just weird, but I won't do a review, I'll just do a reaction with my proxy homie and another close friend, and we'll see how far we can get before we get weirded out. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I have a friend who watches stuff that's more out there. By that I mean, if you're not careful, he could be either watching some dumb video like Body of a Pig or Wannabe Rapper Passes Out. Or you could be watching some fuck shit like police shootouts, Nikocado Avocado shitting himself, and car crashes, which is some of the more tame stuff I've seen him with. So I call him up one night and I ask if he wants to watch a pretty fucked up movie with me, and he's like, you know what? I fucks with that. But then I tell him the IMDb plot summary and he's like, you know what? maybe not. I'm busy that day. In fact, I left my cat on the stove, and it's allergic to fire. And I left the keys in the ignition of my horse. I'll call you back soon some other time. And then he flew 10 states away and changed his social security number. And that's how you know shit's fucked. When the guy who laughs in Nikocado Avocado shitting himself and has it saved on his computer won't watch this shit, I'm not even going to consider it. So upon my final piece of research on the film, I discovered that this channel has uploaded the opening to the movie, and from what I've seen, the quality remains consistent to other versions, and this was the straw that broke the camel's back. Here's the first track from the soundtrack as released on the album. And here's the film version. Yep, the final film's audio track, the only one available, is a horrendously compressed stereo track with very little care or restoration. Therefore, the whole purpose of reviewing this film has become moot. Additionally, the small portions of the movie that I've seen just look suspect. Just look at this set. I mean, I feel like this is the type of movie you'd see on the Videodrome program. Motherfuckers watch this and wake up with a pussy on their stomachs the next day. On God, I swear that's what's gonna happen to me if I watch this. Chidapity, thank you so much for your request, but I just can't do it. I appreciate your support, really I do, but next time try not to recommend corn. Trust me, I know I have the whole Vinegar Syndrome shtick where I be hating on them and review all their movies, but that's mostly just a joke, and I don't expect to be doing a review of Taboo anytime soon. Anyways, a new review will be coming out soon. It's gonna be a review of a Netflix original, though I doubt you're gonna know which one. Anyways, see ya.